Hey guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. I hope you enjoyed Savage Streets. Nice little exploitation rape revenge film from the 1980s. This one, again, like our last movie, short theatrical release, straight to video on this one. You can look at the many DVD or VHS cover copies, which I'm a huge fan of. They don't paint anymore like they used to. Kind of like our last month's Evil Speak. What the artist used Brian Stone King's likeness to do that one. He must have traveled in the future to do that, huh, Brian? Bing. Yeah, man. So this movie was not necessarily well received by the critics. It had a very small budget of $1.2 million, which $500,000 of that went to Linda Blair. Now, in addition to that, it was said, Variety described this film as having a deliciously vulgar dialogue and well-directed confrontational scenes. TV Guide awarded the film 1 star and said that Linda Blair, what do they say about Linda Blair right here? This here.
This is Blair's best performance since The Exorcist, but that's not saying much.
Oh,
that's not nice.
That's not nice, you bastards.
Who said they had a delicious what? It was delicious, deliciously vulgar?
Variety.
Deliciously vulgar.
That was like Cesar Romero or something.
No.
Would have been cool if it was.
This movie did get some awards, by the way. This got a Razzie.
Yay, Razzies, I love you.
1986 for Worst Actress for Linda Blair. Yeah, and 1985 Razzie, Linda Blair as well, I guess. Best Supporting Actress. Good job, Linnea Quigley. So there you go. And Danny Steineman nominated for Best Screenplay. So this movie did win some accolades.
That was at the Saturn Awards. The best were the Saturn Awards.
Yes. Now, this actually, what's really cool about this movie is it did have some soundtracks, an amazing soundtrack. Justice for One, performed by John Farnham in this movie, was actually remade again on the Transformers, the movie soundtrack, and it was re-recorded. So Transformers and this movie kind of got a little correlation there.
Like the one that came out in the 2000s or in the 80s? Okay, the 80s. That's what I thought.
Transformers!
Oh,
that's a great fucking 80s song. But actually, there are some copies of the Savage Streets album floating around, and you just can't fucking find it. I mean, so if you could find a record or an LP, which is a record for all you youngins out there, actual vinyl record of Savage Streets, definitely pick it up. There's actually there's a double DVD version released of this movie, Blu-ray, with an amazing cover. Pick that up as well. And what else about this movie? Linda Blair wasn't even originally... No,
it was Sherry Curry from The Runaways. And there was, I don't remember what kind of drama happened, but somehow Linda got her way in there and, I thought she kicked some ass.
Yeah, I did too. Oh, you're double jointed because you're going to have to bend over backwards and kiss your own ass.
There's some amazing one-liners in this movie as well.
Yeah.
Very 80s.
Yeah, and this movie, like, what you were telling me is this movie was, like, plagued with, like, fucking craziness. Like there was people getting fired and... Yeah,
lots of behind-the-scenes shit happening. Don't really know specifics, but it just kept going through cast changes and, staff changes and... One of those situations.
And the director actually went on to direct Friday the 13th Part 5.
Yay!
Which wasn't as good as...
Not the best, but, it's still Friday the 13th.
Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the film. But up next, it's mail time.
Yay!
With Vanessa.
Mail time
with Vanessa.
Yay! So our first question is, I'm a 30-something housewife and I'm very intrigued about the horror genre. What 3 movies would you recommend to get me started? Bored Housewife. Clever name.
Man, Bored Housewife.
Exorcist.
That's a good one. That's a good one to get started.
One of the best horror movies ever in the world.
I'm going to have to go a little bit earlier and say Psycho.
Oh, yes. Anything... Well, that's... Yeah, Psycho's kind of like more of the horror route of Alfred Hitchcock.
Thriller.
It's a thriller, but it's...
It's got, a murder. It's a couple, actually.
Yeah.
So...
Fucking falling down the stairs like... And, what's another good one? I want to say something that kind of encompasses it all, for me, would be The Thing.
Yeah, that kind of covers every different subshoot of horror that there is as well. So
because you got like slasher, Satan, and aliens,
and lots of body horror as well.
Yeah, and I think with The Thing, it covers like the prosthetics, like what you can really do with prosthetics.
And it's John Carpenter, which is,
Yeah, that's got suspense in it, and it's got some humor in it, and alien type of stuff.
And Kurt Russell.
And blood, and guts, and gore as well, by Bob Oteen. And I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that as far as... So first 3 ones, Psycho, Exorcist...
Ooh, excuse me.
What happened?
I got a little bit excited.
Did you? You okay?
I'm fine.
All right, good. Just make sure.
Yes.
I mean, because if you're gonna puke,
no,
you could
puke into this.
You could puke into my hands. I don't mind.
I think I'm good.
Okay, good.
I get excited when I talk about horror. I'm sorry.
Just letting you know, I got your back.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll hold your hair for you if you puke.
That's what friends are for, people.
That's right.
In good times.
In bad times.
That's what friends are for.
That's right.
That's what friends are for. All right, on to our next question.
Our next question from Jacoby Dolmite at yahoo.com. Dear Androidvision, who are the most underrated directors of horror that deserve more credit? Love the show, Jacoby. Thank you, Jacoby. Oh, gosh, that is a good question.
Adam Green.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like off the top of my head. I know he catches a lot of shit from the fucking community. And there's 2 guys that come to the top of my head. Well, I'm going to say 3. Eli Roth is one. I really like Eli Roth's movies.
I do too. I wasn't super impressed with The Green Inferno, but it had some good moments. Knock Knock was okay. His earlier stuff I really like.
What about his remake of Death Wish?
I did not see that.
I didn't see it either.
I love you, Bruce Willis.
Apparently nobody did.
Yeah.
And then Rob Zombie.
You're gonna get some shit for that one for sure.
I love Rob Zombie movies. I don't care what anybody says, and you can fucking whatever. I think his movies are great.
I do too. I like the only one I didn't see or want to see is 31 because I don't like clowns. So, and I heard it was really bad.
It just suffered from... It was a crowd-funded film, and I understand he was trying to... And I felt that really... He didn't have the money to do what he wanted to do. I mean, obviously the quality of the film was good. It wasn't like super low budget.
Yeah.
And he got some actors to play who needed to play.
His wife. Again.
His wife again. There is one redeeming quality of 31 that saved the movie for me, and it's Richard Brake.
Oh, the main.
And he plays Doomhead.
Doomhead, there you go. Couldn't remember that.
And it's just a brilliant performance. I wish Doomhead had his own fucking movie.
He might in the near future. You never know.
I know that Rob Zombie's just wrapped up finishing 3 from Hell.
Yay!
It's the follow-up to Devil's Rejects. If he could get Doomhead involved with that somehow, like a Rob Zombie universe crossover, like I would probably be having pre-cum in my shorts and the tip of my penis would get stuck to my underwear and I'd have to peel it off later.
That already happens.
Just sometimes. That is what used to happen a lot in the teen years.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like Velcro. I don't know if that's
happening. Ejaculating gorilla glue or what?
I coagulate. Speaking of coagulation, my old lady, because I know I have a hair in a woman, but my main squeeze, and she's okay with me having a hair in a woman. It says it coagulates as soon as it hits the air, and I don't know why. It just does.
Look what you did.
See?
Tip of the hat to you.
That's right.
Tip Tip of the hat to me. So, yeah, it happens. It happens. But, either way, getting back, enough about my jism. Rob Zombie. Oh, and my third, he technically did one horror movie. And I think he should do more. Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, yes.
Death Proof.
For sure.
Fucking great. So, I think that was...
Kurt Russell again.
Yeah, Kurt Russell
again. It's a very Kurt Russell kind of...
So there you go.
Yes.
There's that one. Cool.
And our final question is from West Slanderson on Twitter. Best name ever. Big fan of the show. Are Vanessa's boobs real? # Vanessa forever. They are quite real, thank you very much. I used to be really skinny and flat-chested, and then I kind of went through puberty in my late 20s, and this.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
I would have to say, between you and me and our film crew and our audience here, that I completely, even though everybody's in love with you, because we know everybody's in love with Vanessa, we do know that. Me personally, you're like my sister.
Yay.
Yeah. So.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. When I see your boobs, I'm like.
Yeah, he's seen all kinds of naked pictures already, so.
They're like 2 pieces of flesh in your chest. I'm like, I love you, but they do nothing for me.
Thank you. Have you seen that meme? It came out a couple years ago, I think. It's like, my boobs are the same material as my fat stomach, so love my fat stomach, you stupid fuck, or something like
that's
that.
That's right.
I love that.
I think that's great.
I do too.
I think it's awesome. And, much respect for this woman here. She stuck with us through thick and thin, and she's still here with us. So I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys too. Yeah. This is our year. Yeah.
Is it our year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey. So 2 things to celebrate.
This is our year?
Yeah.
Wow.
That went really fast.
Wow, that's really cool.
Aww.
No, that makes my heart happy. Thanks for sticking with us.
Of course.
It really,
I'm not going anywhere.
Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you 110%.
Just stay away from summoning aliens through Lucifer.
I will try.
That's what happened in the last one.
I will try. That's right. She disappeared.
Well, speaking
under mysterious circumstances.
Yeah, speaking of summoning aliens, I have been doing that.
Of course you have.
In the desert.
It's summertime.
Yeah. Look, I'm not trying to summon aliens, but I have been summoning aliens, and I've been getting some sightings out here.
It is New Mexico.
So
kind of hard to not have them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been kind of crazy. So hopefully,
if something happens to us, you'll know why.
Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah. So if
I saw that.
Did you see that?
I saw that.
I'm gonna have to. Give me.
The fuck was that?
I don't know. Just stay right here. I have to check and see. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Well wishes to you, sir. Oh.
Yeah. So there's like some lights going on out there.
Is there?
Yeah. You're scared of aliens?
I am afraid.
It's okay. It's okay. I did some Native American dancing out there that I've been learning from my buddies, and things are gonna be all right.
Sure about that?
100% sure. Maybe the dance I did summoned them more. I hope not.
There's some strange noises coming from outside.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck.
Oh, what did you do?
Are you kidding me?
Holy shit. This is not good, folks. Or maybe it's good. Who knows?
Jesus Christ. Son of a bitch.
I think something's about to happen.
I'm getting sick. We'll see you next month. Follow us on... Write us a letter.
On Twitter, everything. We might not answer, but...
AndroidVision 66 at AOL.
Get a goddamn shirt.
Bye.